Hi, I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Tony Northrup.
And you're watching News, Booze, and Reviews.
This episode is brought to you by
Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for creating a fast and easy online portfolio or professional website. And if you want to try Squarespace for 14 days free, a trial, no credit card needed, go to squarespace.com/Tony and use the coupon code
PhotoNews.
Let's
do us a favor.
What?
Share this video and share the channel with people that you like, because this is what supports us. Like, there's no Kickstarter.
This
We're
is
not
my
asking you
life.
to pay or anything.
Yeah.
Just help share, help spread the word,
Yeah.
and we can have a good show for photographers. What do you want to start with? You want to start with news or gear?
I want to start with the news.
All right, what do you got for me?
I found a really cool camera. You were talking about like 360 camera technology.
Yeah, that's going to be the next big thing.
And I was looking on Kickstarter and I found this thing called the Centr. And it's this circular camera. It has, it's a circle with a hole in the middle. Yeah, it looks like a donut. And you put your thumb through the middle of it. There are 4 cameras. You can take 360 pictures. It's 60 frames per second, 4K video resolution, 20 megapixels, and it looks pretty sweet. So right now they have 1,400 backers. They have about $400,000 pledged out of their $900,000 goal. And I don't know, we'll see if it gets made. I know sometimes these Kickstarter things can fall through, but this one looks especially cool to me.
Oh my God, that looks awesome.
I know, you put it on your thumb like a donut.
And
I guess you
that's
don't
the thing, you don't have to show 360 video. You can go in and just crop it later.
Look at it. It looks so cool.
Oh, yeah, it's that. Wow. Yeah, it's that cropping later that really excites me. You can just record everything and then decide what you want to show when you're editing it.
Wow, that is so cool. Maybe we could get one if they get made.
If they get made. I never trust these Kickstarter things.
I know.
I don't recommend anybody give to these projects.
It's disappointing when it's really cool.
There have been so many that just fall down because these people might have great technology, but then they're not business people and they don't know how to produce it. So just support them.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with giving because these are people that are entrepreneurs and they want to start something. And if you believe in the cause, I would give to this one. I don't know. You're helping somebody out, a small company.
Right. That's the decision you're making. You're deciding to support that guy.
Yeah.
You think you're buying something, not necessarily you're really deciding to support it. And if he's successful, then you get your product. And if not...
I actually don't think you're buying the product on this one. I think you're just giving money into it. Like, they're not promising you anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which actually seems more legit to me. And they seem to have working prototypes. So that one looked really cool to me. You can check it out on Kickstarter if you're interested.
Yeah, I love that product. That looks really cool.
Oh, so like almost the exact opposite of this product is an art installation I saw called Century Camera. And a philosopher named Jonathan Keats is putting these like pinhole cameras around the city. He's having people place them around Berlin. And then they're going to take pictures for 100 years. And like normal film would be too sensitive, so he's just using black paper. And he says that it'll be like a ghostly effect as buildings come down and get built. They'll show up lighter or darker on this black piece of paper in 100 years. So the exhibit is scheduled to open May 16th, 2114. In 100 years, the exhibit will open. So it'd be interesting to see if people can... You'll be there?
Yeah.
You're just confident that you can live that long?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, but this is the interesting part, is that
they
have to get people to put these out. If you read the website, they then have to get people to pass on to their children that they have to man the cameras. They have to be responsible for the cameras at some point.
Yeah, it'll be like those knights that are guarding the Holy Grail.
Yeah, so we'll see how many people, do they get one picture at the end or several? It'll be interesting. Will anyone care in 100 years? I think it's cool. I wish I could see it.
Yeah, when I read about this, I thought he had already found the locations and figured out the logistics of that, but he's looking for volunteers to kind of pass it around. Just
volunteers. So
that's really compelling. I wonder, technically, how he's managed to work out something that will expose properly over 100 years.
It's black paper. It will just get washed out.
Oh. It's just black paper.
That's what it sounded like. I wondered that. Maybe he's just put a higher intensity of light on it. I don't know. I couldn't find that actually, but still really interesting.
Right. He could probably figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful project, and yeah, I wish somebody had done that 100 years ago because they could have.
That would be cool, right?
Well, before we go into more news, I will show off our latest piece of gear, which is the Panasonic GH4.
Love this GH4.
so excited for a camera in a long time. This is like the first affordable 4K camera. And
what's affordable? What are these going for?
They're about $1,600, so I guess it's not affordable to everybody.
Yeah.
But for a 4K camera, like a RED camera, will go for $20,000 to $50,000. Well, they might be more than 4K even, but so far in testing, this is testing sharper than a lot of those $20,000 RED cameras.
Yeah, wow.
It's not to say it's the same, but for people who want to make their own films, for storytellers, or for people like us who are trying to teach with video, it's an amazing value, and it really leaps everything forward. 4K does a couple of things. I mean, sure, I know everybody's going to be like, nobody has a 4K TV yet.
Yeah.
But even if you're producing standard HD videos, using 4K allows you to crop down in post, kind of like we were talking about with the 360.
That is important.
You can shoot wide and crop later, and we do that with photography all the time, and we take it for granted. But in video, if you do that, it gets less and less sharp, and you can notice it. So you don't really get the opportunity to crop unless you're overshooting with a high resolution. And I really think 4K is going to hit us fast, way faster than HD came about. The next generation of iPads are rumored to have 4K, and there's no need to update the infrastructure. Like when we moved to HD, we had to, everybody was still using their rabbit ears to get TV, and we had to like upgrade all this massive amounts of infrastructure and cable boxes and such. Nowadays, everything's coming over the internet. So you buy a new iPad and you're 4K. You buy a new cell phone, it might be 4K. A new computer monitor, it's going to be 4K. So the change is going to happen really, really quickly, I think. And anyway, it's really exciting times for people, independent filmmakers and videographers, and you'll see our review. It's probably up already. We've had it for about a couple of weeks, and both Justin and I just love it. I know you haven't had much time with it, but you saw some of the video I took with it. It's fantastic.
It looked good. I haven't had much time with it though.
I'm also really excited about the slow motion, 96 frames a second at 1080p.
Wow.
And you saw like the video I took of Mad playing baseball, jumping rope, and for things like that, it's just so cool.
It was very fluid.
Slow it down at will.
I did see the slow motion. It was very fluid.
Slow motion and mix it in with full speed stuff. Anyway, it's a really exciting camera, and check out our full review of it.
Okay. I will check that out. That's when I wasn't in. I'm going to watch it. It sounds really good.
Yeah, sorry, no Chelsea in that one.
I think I will subscribe to this channel. I have some pretty fun, fluffy news. Well, not so fluffy, actually. There's a French pet photographer named Sophie Gamans. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But she took pictures of wet dogs, and I thought it was really cute. So I wanted to share that with you guys.
My goodness, those are just adorable.
I know.
Oh, look at his expression.
It's really funny. That one looks like a monster.
I want to know more about her studio setup. How did she manage to soak these dogs and get them to sit?
Check
out that guy.
He's like, why you do this to me?
He's gonna kill you.
She worked with a groomer.
I just like his mustache. That's hilarious.
So she worked with a groomer, and I bet she just brought like a little backdrop to the groomer and a strobe. But they are really funny. Oh, that one's sad.
Oh, I know. Look at his eyes.
His eyes are very prominent.
That's fantastic. I love it when people come up with a new concept like that and just execute it. And that can be the kind of thing that really gives you a name.
Yeah, you
just
can.
One idea executed. This took months of work.
Yeah.
She had to arrange the logistics of it and probably get model releases for all the dogs and work with the owners to get them to agree to it.
You need model releases for dogs?
Yeah, you do.
Wow.
You can't just use a picture of somebody's dog. Wow. I mean, if it were a wild dog, but if it has an owner, then it's property. And
oh my gosh, how could you call a dog property?
Legally, it's property.
Okay, so that was great, but I have something even better.
What's that?
I thought of, well, I can't say that I thought of the segment. Erky was really generous, actually, and he posted a picture from before he was a stunner, before he started reading our book, Stunning Digital Photography, and after, and he started this chain reaction on our Stunners page. It's a page where our readers give advice to each other and constructive criticism and help each other with their photography. And people started just submitting amazing pictures. So, Justin, can you pull those up, or Tony, do you have them? So I'm calling this segment Boring to Scoring, because their before pictures were boring and or bad, and their after pictures are incredible. I don't feel right taking much credit for it, but I'm glad that we could inspire their progress. And I'm really happy that they attribute it to our book, Stunning Digital Photography. So this first picture is from Allison Brimecombe, and she's been really successful with her pictures. Her before picture, it's in harsh, direct sunlight, which is a mistake I see all of the time with beginner photographers. And the second picture is just beautiful. She's
got like logos on the shirt and such. Wow, it's kind of nice quote. And look at this. She has storytelling in here, like this kid from the 20s is hitchhiking.
Oh yeah, babies always running away. But it's incredible. It's incredible, the progress. Keep going. Do another one, because I was
Sorry, I'm just enthralled by that.
I know.
That's amazing.
Did you look through the thread?
I'm just so proud. You did such an amazing job.
She did a really good job.
No, I haven't seen these yet. This is new to me.
Oh, this was Colin. What was the name? What's the file?
Colin Harley.
Colin Harley. Look at his before landscape. This is so common. I see things like this all of the time. It's gray, it's washed out, the light isn't right. And his after picture, it's like everything we tell people. The exposure is perfect, the gorgeous reflections, the light is beautiful. He listened to everything and it paid off.
Wow, Colin, good work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take, we wrote the book, but he put the time in.
He put the time in,
a landscape photo like that, you don't show up and take it. He planned it out. He probably revisited that same spot over and over again. He worked the composition. He did the processing on it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Fantastic work, Colin.
And aside from our help and the book, it's also really cool to see the stunners help each other. Someone submits a picture and then, you know, they get comments, oh, next time a better composition, or it's a little blown out. So it's so cool that people are helping each other with our advice and making better pictures. I'm really excited about it.
This is what makes it all worthwhile.
Oh, this is Erke's. It's so sweet. He plugs the book. He's like the best friend we could ever hope for.
I can't believe his kid's into AC/DC.
His kid is
really funny.
pretty metal.
Just
His kid's pretty metal.
He's Swedish, and he's like the most Swedish guy you've ever known.
He's
super
more Swedish than a Swedish meatball.
And AC/DC seems like the opposite of Swedish.
Well, maybe.
So look at that before and after picture there. It's what most parents take. It's like a snapshot of the kids. And it's fine. It's in focus and it's sharp, and you can kind of see their faces. But look at the storytelling in this photo, the composition.
Oh, is that ever a memory you want to keep of your children?
The sky. Yeah, like this, somebody flips through and they're
like, oh, that's two kids.
Yeah.
Cool. You had babies.
You had kids. But here, this is a story, and it's gorgeous.
It is really gorgeous.
It belongs in a gallery, and even if you didn't know the kids, it would still be amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic work, Erke.
I know.
Is that when he bought the book? About 2 years ago, huh?
Yeah. And this is Hans Erik. He shared his too. And you can see the before and after. He just, I don't know. That very first picture, the upper left picture, the lighting isn't special. It's very flat. Yeah. And he's kind of learned to wait for more dynamic lighting and
these
pictures.
Are the same locations, I can tell.
Oh yeah, it's the same exact spot.
Yeah, which can be really hard to do. Maybe it's on his property, but fantastic. Just look at the difference there. Just some of this is processing, but most of it is just waiting for the right time of day, even though he didn't change the location. This is one of the things we tell people, find a good location and then revisit it.
Yeah.
And choose different times of day and different skies and different weathers, because that's how you get a landscape photo. You put the time in.
Yeah. And you have an understanding of what you need to get, too. If you don't know what you need to do as far as the lighting, then putting the time in won't matter. You have to have the education behind it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is Joe Baker.
Joe Baker, right.
Yeah.
All right. So he's less than a year into this. That's amazing.
Yeah, the first picture is a little bit out of focus. She's right up against the background, which is unappealing. I mean, it's actually not bad as far as pictures go. I see worse on Facebook.
There's on-camera flash.
Yeah.
Like her hair is just kind of tangled up.
But the second picture is beautiful.
Yeah, look at the head tilt is really nice there. She's got her shoulders turned instead of square. The background there's distance with the background.
Yeah.
It's out of focus. And the lighting, just look at the lighting on her hair. It just shows the shape just perfectly. Wow.
I know.
What a difference.
So I want to think.
It's only been a year.
I know.
That to me looks like 10 years of practice and experience.
It looks professional. Just 1 year.
The picture on the right is better than most professional photographers that we see.
Yeah.
And that's 1 year of working at it. But he's been working at it. He read the book and watched the videos and practice.
Yeah, so I just want to thank Erke. Thank you so much for putting up the before and afters. Not just Ericy, everybody else. You have no idea how much it means to Tony and I that you guys are learning and you're helping each other, and it makes our job really fun, actually. Really rewarding.
That's why we do it. That's why.
Yeah.
One more piece of gear I wanted to mention. They sent us a Looming.
What is this?
Looming. It's a USB charger.
Oh,
and
cool.
We have a couple of these, and they're terribly useful. Everybody should have at least one. There are different varieties available from different brands. You can get ones that are smaller and some that are bigger. This one is a particularly good compromise. The shape is nice and it fits.
Oh, you can charge two things.
Well. And it's got 2 ports on it, so we can both charge our phones at the same time.
I'm not a big techie person. You're always the one that's looking for the new gear and stuff.
I'm a nerd.
But when we got these portable chargers, we use them all of the time. I use them for my phone. We use them for, I don't know. What else have we used them for, actually? I use them for my phone.
Of course you use them when you travel, because you can throw them in your bag. You know, your phone always runs out of batteries before the flight's over, because you're like watching videos or something.
Yeah.
You just plug it in there and it won't run out of batteries. It's just a huge battery pack for your phone. Or whatever charges via USB. But we find we use it around the house all the time, too. My daughter's always borrowing it, because, you know, instead of plugging your phone into the wall, you can just throw this in your pocket. So this is $20.
That's it?
Yeah, it's just $20, and I don't know exactly how much battery power it has, but it's pretty much enough to charge your phone a couple of times.
People should know they're not sponsoring us or anything either.
No, they sent it to us for free, but they're not a sponsor. I like it.
I like them too. I love the portable chargers.
Yeah, so check it out. It's Looming, and it works. I don't know what else to say about it. It works well.
Cool. Any other news?
Yeah, let's check out this Parrot Bebop drone. Both Justin and I are super excited about this thing.
You guys love drones.
Oh, man. You know, I watched this video earlier, and there's something that's terribly unrealistic about this video, and it's the presence of females.
The hot chicks.
Because
she's like, wow, I really care about your drone.
No woman has ever been this close to a helicopter. They are female repellents. And I have plenty of experience with remote control helicopters. I think they're wonderful.
I actually love those little ones.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah.
I just, you know.
So there are a variety of these things available now. Like there are some under the Phantom name. This particular one is iPhone controlled, so it's kind of controlled via Wi-Fi. And they announced it should be out in June, somewhere between $300 and $1,000. But this new version shoots HD video, and I've seen the video example. There's a video example of it. It's nice and stabilized. It looks just fantastic. It's a camera that you can.
But they're really stretching for examples. Like, it'd be cool if they showed it above a kid's soccer game or something, because I don't have any friends that go to the beach with me and draw a huge fish in the sand. Like, I'm like, this is practical.
Do you not remember we did this Saturday?
Oh, my bee.
Yeah, but I think it looks really cool, and I definitely think these are going to be, they're going to change both photography and videography, because now you'll be able to have a tripod that can go 50 feet in the sky, so you can get that angle that you want. You know, if there's a landscape or a
How easy are they to fly? Because helicopters are so hard to fly.
Oh, yeah, back when I was diddling around with them, they were extremely hard, and you had to spend months practicing on a simulator just to be able to get it up, and then you wrecked it over and over and over again, and you spent thousands of dollars in parts.
You did that?
Yeah, it was really hard.
But
nowadays, this is as hard as it is. They use GPS, so they just fly out.
I made fun of their fish, but that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a beautiful ad. And the video itself is fantastic. I obviously, this one's not out yet, but at some point, it's going to be a tripod in the sky. You'll be able to just tell your camera to go to a certain point.
Here's where this is going. It's just tethered to you, and you don't have to actually control it, and every person can have a camera following them around.
Oh, that would be great. Just a witness to everything that you do.
Yeah.
I'm getting a couple so you can cut between angles.
That'd be cool, because let's say, like, I never remember to take pictures when I'm in a social environment, because I'm just like, I'm doing it. And I could just have a cool little helicopter floating above me. That wouldn't be weird at all.
There are lots of these out there.
There are?
But this one seems to be like smaller and cheaper.
Okay.
And the video's like integrated in. It looks fantastic.
What else are we doing? You have more.
Yeah, there's Is It True? Well, maybe it's pronounced Is It True? But there's this service that...
is it true?
Supposedly you can send them a picture and it will tell you whether it's been edited or not. And it's more interesting because it's not interesting, I think. All the major photography news outlets covered it. But I don't think anybody actually tried it. Because I tried it out with several different pictures and it sucks. It doesn't do what you hope it does. You want it to be like, oh, they photoshopped the nose on this person or something like that. And I uploaded several completely unedited pictures, and it just said we couldn't verify that it was true. So it just tries to tell you that a picture hasn't been edited, and it looks at like metadata and stuff. But just because I exported a JPEG from a RAW file, it thought it couldn't verify that it had not been edited. Oh. So is it true? Pretty useless.
Maybe it's pronounced I-zit. Are you? So let's think that over.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? Is it, are you? What? Let's review pictures.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll have a drink and take a look at some of your pictures. If you want to submit your own picture for our review, buy Stunning Digital Photography.
Stunning Digital Photography. You get the built-in group. Maybe one day you'll be one of our before and after pictures. That would be cool.
Yeah, we can't wait to see it. And once you have the book, go to sdpcommunity.com, and on the photos menu, you'll see a link to submit your picture.
I should also mention that this episode is made possible by Squarespace, and they're wonderful. We both have our portfolios there. I'm chelseanorthrup.com.
Yeah, and I'm Northrup Photography. I'll pull it up now so we can take a look at it.
You should pull up mine, because mine's cooler.
You're right. That's my Is It True picture where it says...
Is it true? Is it or you?
Modified. So whether you're technical or not, it's super easy to set up a portfolio there, and it just looks great. And we review portfolios all the time. But look how it goes full screen. That's Justin. Yeah, this is... I know this is still kind of secret, but I guess you
No, it's not. It's done. I finished. And in fact, this is the whole project called Insides Out. This is a book that I had made up. I just had to put it online for the person I'm working on it for.
Oh, these are just beautiful, Chelsea.
Yeah, but I could put a whole photo project on there, and I could do my travel blog, which Tony and I are going to be going to Amsterdam and Istanbul and Luxembourg and Brussels. So I just got it started. We haven't gone there yet, obviously, so it's just one post. But I love how easy it is. It took me like 5 minutes to set up this travel blog. Yeah. It took me just a few minutes to put up this whole photo project that I've been doing. And then the portfolio itself is simple too. So simple that I just enjoy rearranging it, so I've changed it quite a few times.
Yeah, and that's what a portfolio should be. It should make your pictures look even better.
Yeah.
It should present them well, and it should be so easy to use that it's fun, because I've had portfolios that were a burden to update, and then I would never update them.
Oh, not only did I not update them, I had a few I didn't even finish, because I was just like, forget this. This is difficult and unattractive. And but yes,
I had portfolios where I had to manually resize the photos to certain resolutions and then upload them, and it was just like too much trouble to keep up. And the kind of thing that just breaks all the time, where you have to know HTML.
Yeah.
No. You don't have to be technical at all.
You don't.
If you run into a problem, Squarespace will fix it for you. And every website comes with a free store now, no matter what tier you're at. So, like, this is my website. You can see my pictures are here.
I like that yours is full screen.
Yeah, I like that too. And it looks great on a mobile device too, just automatically. But here, I can go to just buy prints, and I can just sell a print. So if you want the cedar waxwing, you can see, pick a size, add it to your cart. Somebody buys it, I get a notice and money, and then I can ship them the print. It's so easy.
You get money?
You get monies.
Wow. Good.
So check it out. Not just portfolios either, but just about any type of website. Great for businesses.
Actually, the girl that designed our studio has a Squarespace site as well, bankandpearl.com. She's a super talented designer. Yeah. And she loves it. When she heard we were sponsored by Squarespace, she was like, Squarespace? I have my website on there and I love them. So.
Yeah, she picked it before us because it's just the best out there.
That's true.
So if you decide to check it out, go to squarespace.com/Tony. And it's free for 14 days.
Tony.
No credit card or anything. So just try it out. It's free. And if you decide to buy it, you can get a discount by using the coupon code PHOTONEWS.
PHOTONEWS.
Yep. And that helps us by letting us know that the sponsor that you found Squarespace through us.
And then maybe the show will live to see another day.
Yeah, maybe we can keep doing this and keep reviewing your photos.
All right, well, let's go review those photos.
All right, thanks, Squarespace.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry it's been so long since we did a reader review. We've been planning a trip, so we're actually in the airport right now.
We are. Hopefully we don't annoy the people around us. All right, let's get started. I already see some good ones. Okay, so this first picture is of hibiscus. I like that they balanced the picture with the two pictures, but I think they could have made the depth of field a little shallower to get those stairs out of the background. The whites are a little overexposed.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think the stairs are too bad, though. I might want to get rid of this cable here. Yeah.
It'd be hard to get rid of because there are lots of plants around it and stuff. It might be better to just select some of the background and blur it out a bit.
Yeah, but I like it. Nice colors.
Nice colors.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful bridge.
Yeah.
I feel like something's been cranked up too much. Like, do you think it's been sharpened a little too much, or too much clarity, maybe? Is that just me?
There is something a bit peculiar. Try putting down the highlights a tad.
I don't know why I jumped right to the negative with this. I think it's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, well, sometimes when something's pretty, it's like it's obvious that it's pretty. So
yeah,
let's just get right to it.
It's a great shot. I wouldn't mind. I like it. Overall, I really like it. I guess I'm thinking of ways to improve it, and I might put a little more depth into this by moving closer to one end.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But overall, it's a beautiful scene.
Yeah.
If you wanted to put some editing time in, you could remove some of these power lines that detract a little bit from the feel of it. Oh, now this is a nice isolated shot. They took kind of a single subject and just zoomed right in on it. I would crop it a little to get rid of this corner.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, it was zoomed in. Okay, so that's a very different shot. I didn't know it was zoomed in.
Were we zoomed in the whole time?
No, that previous shot
okay.
was. Okay. All right, so we have an HDR kind of wide angle shot showing people outside of, it's like an Oracle campus or something. So it sure looks like it was HDR done with a single frame.
Yeah.
It's because I don't see any ghosting. Very cool. It gives you kind of a glimpse into these people's lives. It's almost street photography.
It's nice. I have no complaints. I like the leading line of the railing. It kind of brings you back to the building. I like that the people in the buildings are almost separated into their own little sections of the photo. It looks good.
Yeah, I like the shot a lot. Perfect. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
A beautiful cat. And I love the lighting here. And the cat's awake, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's violating the rule of space, but I feel completely comfortable with that because the entire frame is used. This is out of focus, but I feel okay with that too because it's not a prominent part of the subject, and you know what's going on. Focus looks sharp and perfect. I love the composition.
Yeah, I like it. Great shot.
I got nothing for you.
I got nothing.
All right, some food photography, and I see some commercial style work being done here. The shot's really small, so it's hard for me to check the technical details of it, but overall I like it. The lighting, if anything, might be a little flat. There's not a lot of depth in the lighting.
Yeah.
So you might just try making the lighting a little more interesting. But overall, I think it captures what you were going for.
Yeah, it's a great shot. Oh, another one. Is this the same person?
Ted Duncan, HM. No, not
That's
the same
so
person.
Strange. What are the odds?
They're different cats, right? I'm sorry, I can't remember the cats by their spots, but...
Oh, okay, yeah, it looks like they are. But his face is cute. He looks kind of doofy.
Yeah, he's not like
he doesn't look scary, you know?
No, even though he's kind of in the woods like that. Well,
I feel like he's like spying on someone in a zoo eating a cheeseburger. He's like, "You want to finish that?"
Yeah, so to that extent, you might get your model. Try to get some anger out of your model. Talk to them, put them in a place where they can get the expression that you need.
Maybe I would crop this down a little bit just to bring the attention to his cute face a little more.
I think better here. Shoot, what's the keyboard shortcut for before and after? I always forget.
I do too.
It's better cropped. Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Space Needle.
Yeah.
So there's an awful lot of chromatic aberration happening here, and I think this is just a lens issue. Sometimes what happens with night photography is you'll get a little dew on your lens, and then this is kind of how it shows up. So if your lens is out and it's getting cooler, then your lens will get condensation on it, and you'll get that little kind of glow around the edges. But it's hard to nitpick the technical details because I think it's just a great shot.
Yeah, I really like it.
If we had the raw file, I'd want to recover the highlights a little because you can see they're all a little blown out. Other than that, your exposure looks pretty perfect. You have some spots of dust that you'd want to clear up, but otherwise,
it's nice.
Beautiful composition. The Seattle skyline, I've shot from this exact same spot, I think, and it's a hard decision to try to get a wide panorama like this, or to zoom in tighter and fill the frame vertically with, say, the Space Needle over here, because the Seattle skyline is really sprawling. But overall, I think more people will like a tighter frame. Like, we don't need to see the whole width of it.
Yeah.
A better option would be to move the Space Needle over here where the bigger buildings are. So
you want him to
consider
go?
That.
He can go dig it up.
Yeah.
I like the wide angle. This is
beautiful.
Beautiful.
It feels like an African safari.
Yeah, it's like classic. It's like on a book about Africa or something, a book cover picture.
Yeah, I feel like it's well balanced between the two focal points, the sun and the tree. This little guy down here just bugs me. Maybe you're against editing, but this seems just a distraction. Do you think?
Yeah, I can see that. I see where you're coming from.
All right,
Ooh,
the Grand Canyon.
Canyon.
The one spot everybody has been to.
I haven't.
Oh, I guess I meant if you go to the Grand Canyon, this is like where you come in.
Oh.
Beautiful colors, and I actually like that we have some context for it, some sense of scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice.
And surprisingly not very crowded on this particular day because the sky is beautiful and everything.
Yeah, it's a nice picture. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah, this is my favorite picture so far.
I think that's that same lighthouse in Maine that we went to.
Oh, is it?
I remember a red roof and the lighthouse looking like that. Maybe I'm mistaken, but anyway, that's besides the point. I love that he got it on this day where everything is coated in ice and it's a nice clear sky. Well, not clear, but a nice blue sky with a lot of clouds.
Yeah, better than a clear sky.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And he used this kind of interesting snow-covered vegetation and put it in the foreground. Mm-hmm. Perfect use of the rule of thirds, and I love these kind of form a line here, leading line leading up here.
Beautiful.
Beautifully done. Just a gorgeous picture. No fringing or anything on the processed sky. Oh, wow.
Cool. Great shot.
So close to symmetrical. Well, don't you wish it were over to the right just a little bit? But then again, the river is curving too, so maybe symmetry is impossible.
Yeah,
here.
No, I like it.
But that's a nitpicky thing.
I love
it's
the colors.
It's a stunning shot right away. I just loved it.
I love all of the colors. They seem to match. There's orange and a lot of blue, and yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, what a beautiful spot.
Great shot.
Fantastic contrast, great lighting. Perfectly done, really. All right, a dragonfly.
Let's zoom. So you've got his wings in focus, but not his eyes. Still a nice shot.
Though I've noticed something. I feel like dragonfly's eyes look out of focus.
Oh, you think his eyes are just looking out of focus?
I don't know. It seems like they would be in the depth of field looking at the wings, though that's a lot of depth of field. I'd just saying when I've shot dragonflies before, it seems like even when they're in focus, they look out of focus, like some weird optical property of them.
Oh, maybe, because zoom in. This front wing here looks clear, and so does the back one.
Yeah, this wing seems like it would be in front of the eyes.
So maybe, you're right, maybe it is just an optical... Man, those dragonflies.
They're
sneaky.
Tricky that way,
that is
making
sneaky.
You think they're out of focus. But I love it where he's perched, and I think it's just perfect. It's hard to get depth and enough depth of field, but we don't have... Oh, we do have metadata. Great. F14, that's how he did it. F14 at 500 millimeters. Oh, look, he's using that Tamron. No, he's not. That's a Sigma. Well, great shot.
Yeah.
Whoa. Long exposure of a top, 1/3 of a second.
That's interesting. You don't see that every day.
No, it's definitely a different shot.
I like it.
It turned out good. Wow.
Whoa.
What fantastic makeup. I love the pose. I love the hand over the eye, filled the frame. It's a really compelling shot.
Is that real nail polish?
Oh, you think it might have been added?
I think that those are fake. They look fake.
I think you're right that it does kind of look like it was added after the fact. Maybe it was processed, but clearly it was done to match the makeup.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that's distracting. I love her mouth. Her teeth are perfect. Her lips look gorgeous. Her skin looks gorgeous. It's a beautiful picture.
Yeah. I'm still pondering if those are actually fake. It sure looks like it was photoshopped in.
Yeah.
I would not have noticed because I don't wear nails, but Chelsea jumped at that right away, and I think it's just stunning makeup work. So congrats to the artist, the makeup artist, the model, and the photographer.
Skiggle.
Oh.
That's a nice scene. I like that.
Yeah, it really is. I think it's better than just a shot of the bay and the boats.
Yeah.
It adds a lot of interest in the context there. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Perfectly done. No overexposure on the bird.
Cool. That's a great shot.
Yeah, so they processed it really contrasty, and I think they just wanted to accentuate the texture of the photo, which is a good choice. I totally agree with that. I like that shot a lot. It looks really wise.
We're really low key today, huh?
Well, we are in a crowded airport.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry again about the noise. We're doing the best we can. We're kind of on the go lately.
All right. That's great. I love the symmetry of the reflections. I love the colors. Good shot.
Yeah, nicely done. You think this is a baptism?
No, I think it's a shoot with the mother and her two children. I wish that I could see the baby's face a little more, but I understand. Like, you can kind of see nobody's face in this picture, but it is still a very sweet moment.
Yeah, and I feel distracted by this.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a really rough job of this, but I think, whoa.
How'd you do that?
I did not know about that keyboard shortcut.
Well, we don't usually use this laptop to do this, so.
Yeah, I usually have a real proper mouse with me.
Excuse me.
Okay. I did an awful job of that, but you might consider trying to clone that
Oh, yeah,
out.
that looks great.
I'm on a strange computer. Oh, wow, what a beautiful bridge.
Yeah, it's beautiful composition, beautiful colors. I'd say it's just a tad bit underexposed. Look at all of the information. Look at the histogram.
Yeah. Let's bump that up a stop. Yeah, I think I prefer the initial exposure to be brighter and to fill the histogram. Even if you later back it down, at least you have that extra information. Get lower noise out of it. Beautiful shot. Wow.
Whoa.
That's a beautiful shot,
He has
too.
a facial hair like Ron.
That's a beautiful scene. I love the people behind him kind of bowing to him.
Yeah. Great shot. Flying fish. Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a heavily cropped picture, but just congrats on getting it at all. 'Cause I know how hard that kind of thing can be to get. Really nicely done. Oh, what a nice picture.
I'd like to see that in black and white.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we could.
Oh, it's up here, isn't it?
No, it's down.
But you're right, there are more detailed things down here.
I'm just going to tilt the screen. Oh, I guess
I will gripe about the camera angle because we can see her legs. You want to get down a little bit lower because don't you think her legs, especially this one that's behind her, ends up looking really small in comparison to her body?
Yeah, you have to get low.
And you don't want women to look like they have short legs, but back up and then zoom in some too, a more telephoto lens. Wide angle lens exaggerates perspective distortion, so because this leg's farther away, it looks extra small. But they got pretty low. I think maybe just a more telephoto lens would fix it. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I think that those are valid points. I think he or she could have gotten a better expression out of her too. Because she's tilting her nostrils up at the camera.
Yeah, probably because the camera is low.
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful picture.
It really is. The light's gorgeous, the background is gorgeous, the makeup and the outfit.
I'd maybe crop off the left a little bit just to follow the rule of thirds a bit more. Oops, sorry.
Brian Roosevelt and Alvaro Tortosa, please make your way immediately to A1 for mandatory cost for inspection at this moment. Thank you.
See, we're really in an airport.
That just puts her eyes closer to the rule of thirds.
Yeah, you know, I don't know that I would have thought of that crop, but that made all the difference. Nicely done.
It's beautiful. Well, this is an interesting shot. What is that? It's some kind of town bulletin board?
Yeah, I don't know what this is a picture of, really.
It kind of looks like a documented photography. But I'll say that if you're going for that style, then you would want to process it less, because right now the sky looks oversaturated. So, like, you don't really have I don't know how to explain it. Like, the focal point is untraditional, right?
Yeah, and if this is a landscape photo, all I see is this. Like, that's right where my eye goes.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to figure out what this is.
Which is fine, but then it seems documented. Like, it seems as though he's showing us something in this town. And then if that's true, then I feel like the sky should be less saturated and it should be more natural.
Oh, wow.
Interesting photo, though.
Oh, is this
It's a fake. I
like
think
a
this
wax
is
figure?
I think that's
Yeah.
That jail in Pennsylvania or something.
Oh.
You can go there and see where Al Capone was. Maybe that's it.
Oh.
But yeah, that's cool. I don't know if that's it. That's just what I thought of when I first saw it.
Yeah. This looks a lot like the place that just opened in New London. Trying to look for a clue and see if this is actually in New London.
Here's a clue. There's nothing that nice in New London. Oh, that was mean. I don't think maybe that's it. We'll have to go there and see.
Okay, so they processed it with HDR, which is a good choice for this. I feel like it could use a little bit lower blacks, just to add some more contrast to it, a little more pop. But otherwise, I think it's a great subject. I like the wide-angle lens. Puts a nice emphasis here.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do a couple more pictures and then call it a day, because it's just so noisy here. We might be annoying people.
This is beautiful.
That is gorgeous. I love the reflection. Great choice with the reflection.
Amazing. I
Going
have
for the
zero
symmetry.
criticism.
Yeah, beautifully done.
It's very beautiful.
Oh, an osprey.
Yeah.
Nice. Who is this? Brett Herring? Great shot. You know, the thing about wildlife photography is you start with faraway shots, and then you get a nice, sharp, close-up shot like this, and that's gorgeous. Your exposure is pretty good. But then you move forward in a couple of ways. You catch them doing better things. Like, your next shot is going to be him with a fish in his talons.
Yeah.
And you will get that shot if you're patient with it. And the other thing you can do to improve is to get a little bit better lighting. Go out super early in the morning, and you'll get and keep the sun to your back. And keep the wind to your back too, because they always take off into the wind. And then you'll get nice front lighting, and that'll make all the difference. Mm-hmm. But you got a beautiful sky, perfect exposure, great focus, nicely done.
I love his pose too.
Well, I feel like we should wrap it up.
Yeah, it's really
if we
noisy here.
continue.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll find someplace quieter for next time.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.